You know, I think I spent way too long looking into this for what I found. But what is the best way to protect my MacBook Pro? I have a 14-inch M1, but if you have a MacBook Pro, 13-inch, 14-inch, is there a 16-inch? What case options are there for us out there? I'm looking on Amazon, and I only seem to have found one type of case, which are these ones. I bought two here, so I thought I'd open them up and show you what they're like, because I've pretty much bought exactly the same thing about 3 years ago. Let me show you how that's fared in 3 years. So I've used this every day, and there's a crack on the side here, and I think that's just from tension. I don't think I've actually dropped it or caused any pressure on it, but just over time, because there's such a strain on the protective case on the MacBook, it's kind of cracked at the edges. Big crack there, and you can see internal cracks there. I'll just show you how I use mine. This is switched off, so I can unplug this. I have a Samsung T7 external hard drive, so that if I do something calamitous like dropping, say, a pint of apple juice onto my MacBook Pro, here's some footage that I'm not proud of. The problem with the MacBook Pro though is that it stays on, and every time you press a key it turns itself on, so you can't actually turn itself off. So I think I'm a bit fed up with the MacBook Pro because it seems to be designed to be destroyed. That seems to be deliberate, not being able to turn off the power on. But on my case, it's allowed me to put on some of this 3M dual lock tape, which means that I can tape up my hard drives and just clip them on. And the best cable I found is the Amazon Basics tiny cable. The other small cables just don't have the same data transfer rate. But anyway, that's why I've got these weird bits of tape here. You can get fabric sleeves to hold a hard drive, but I think they fall out. That's a sticker from a Domino's box. But I'm going to open up and unbox these two protective cases just to see if they're identical. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can see your options with the MacBook Pro protective cases. This first one is lovely. It's from a brand called Soonjet, and really nice packaging. I've got a feeling though it's going to be exactly the same inside as this, which is the 7-line protective case. It just comes in a bag. I think they're going to be the same. Hiya. Oh, thank you. You sure?
Yeah.
My son has just very generously donated his MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 for the demonstration as well, so we can compare them side by side. His looks absolutely beautiful and pristine, and mine doesn't, and it's sort of because of the case, so I'll show you the problem with the case. So let's open up the Soonjet case, and you've gone for the space grey clear. Oh, nice packaging. That Protect for MacBook. Do you know what, this already feels so much more premium than the one I had before, which was more like this. Oh, this is nice. So the way these work is that you have this top part that clips to the lid, the monitor, and then you have this bottom part. This already looks much better. I think you've got the better case there. And there are vents. Do you want to show the vents? So those vents allow for the fans to blow out. But where yours is different, show the corners. I don't have that on mine. Compare it with this. This is my current case.
No corners.
There's no corners.
So if you drop it.
So which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do the lid, the bottom? Yeah. Okay.
It's literally just... There, done.
Is that it?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, there's a little snap sound.
A few snaps.
Oh, yours is so much nicer. That looks really good. Okay, so then we'll clip on the lid now.
Yeah, that front. Yeah, it goes on the bit here. Literally just push down.
Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
There. Just push
Great.
it down there.
And then do you want to give it a 360 for the camera so you can see all the edges, and you can see that the ports are clear on the side. So the problem I've got with the old case as well is that over time the feet slip and fall off, and you have to kind of stick them back on. The Soonjet.
Oh, the feet are super.
The Soonjet case looks absolutely fantastic. You get a thumbs up, and I love the corner protection. Let's open the other one now, which is called 7-line. And it's got a funny 7 where the V should be. And I went for pink. See, I didn't like this rose pink. I want something really candy pink. I want some more pink in my life. Cheer me up. So you get the the base and the top.
Just land.
Oh, look, I've got corner protection. Can you hold this up to the camera? So I do have corner protection. They cost about the same amount of money, but I prefer your unboxing experience, I think.
Yeah, that plastic's.
This is just in a bag.
So it's basically the same design.
So this looks identical. Can you see any differences, Matt?
This has clips here instead, and I've got, yours doesn't have like a big clip there.
Yeah.
It's Casper.
We've got Casper in the back
He's
now.
rolling around.
You see Casper? Hey
tweaking.
Casper, what are you doing? He always manages to sit in front of the camera when we're doing this. I don't know how he knows. Now these have got really complex instructions. Do you want to hold that up to the camera? And it's all about the order of clipping it on, but I think it's going to be really simple. So let's take off my old case, and I think I'd literally just pull it off. Right.
Like, it's literally like the same thing.
Right, so that's the old one. And I'll show you the problem with these cases. Let me show you the problem. Hold it up to camera and we'll try to explain the problem. So, oh, you can see it on the edge. Look at the edge, Joe, around there. Look, go big close up. So the problem...
Sand. You've got sand on it.
So the problem is,
ow.
I put my laptop in my bag. I put my Apple MacBook Pro M1 14-inch in my bag with its protective case. And the protective case over time gets grit, sand,
You've
dust.
got salt in the charger.
There's all kinds of debris and grit.
If I squeeze it too hard, I can hear the grit.
You can hear it crunch.
Yeah.
Oh man. And when you have the case on it, it kind of holds it against the external case of the MacBook, and it kind of grinds it in. I mean, I'll try and use a cloth to buff it up, but I think I've got like lots of micro scratches. So the protection's good, but the downside is it does, I mean look, hold that up to the camera, show how filthy it gets, because it just holds on to the dirt.
Yeah, I'll put the top one on first. There's clips there. I'll do it like this, and then you line it up with the top, and then you just you just push it down. He's in the garden digging. You just push it, and then it just stays on like that. You can open it, and it won't come off.
So now we clip the bottom on.
I'll do the back first. Might drop it. It's just your work laptop with everything in it. It's so easy. You can just, it's like putting on a phone case.
Right.
And you just feel it around, see if you can click any tabs.
Fantastic. And can you give us a 360 tour of the edges? So as you can see on the edges, it's really nice air vents at the bottom. There are fewer vents on this one, but they're larger. And there's a gap on the side for my ports, my USB-C ports and the charging ports.
HDMI port.
What I love about this one, which is different from my one I've had for 3 years, show those corner protection pieces. That is absolutely fantastic. So case technology has moved on in 3 years, and they're not that expensive given, you know, the cost of the Apple MacBook that it's protecting. So that feels really protected now. I'm not so sure about the colour. I wanted it to
I
be...
like the colour.
Do you like it? I think it's
it'll look good in
orangey.
the dark room.
Oh,
I
okay
think
then.
it's just because it's light.
So you can get these different colours, different designs. They're all pretty much the same. Can you put a close up there? I just want to show them how the matte is different. It's kind of textured, so it feels like a ripply texture. And then you're able to open it up. I actually have a protective screen on my monitor there that doesn't seem to clash with the protective case. So there you have it. Our MacBook Pros are now protected. What do you think? Is this the kind of case you would want? Have you found any other type of case? Maybe I just want a silicone, a rubbery one, like you have with phone cases. But in the meantime, I'm really happy with these. I'll have links to them down in the description. Thank you if you've reached this point of the video for hitting the thumbs up or the subscribe button. It really helps me to keep this channel going. And right here is what YouTube knows you want to be watching next, maybe on your MacBook Pro.